Welcome to the 4th episode of the Sweet Pea Sew Along Show. Today I've got an exciting episode for you where I bring on Cassie and Martyn to showcase and talk about our amazing upcoming sew along designs, as well as reviewing some of the entries of our current sew alongs from the Facebook groups. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to find out if you won the 12 pack of Incredi thread from last episode's comment competition. And also stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can win some of Sweet Pea's luscious loft batting. And we're throwing in a new segment you won't want to miss. Keep watching.
Thank you, James, for the introduction, and we're going to talk about the Keep It Simple sew-along, the kits. And this, Cassie made this project, so what's this, Cassie?
This is our Sunbeam purse. So this one's a really cool design. This was the one that I took photographs of for our instructions, and I was inspired by the Lemon Lane collection that we did a few years ago.
Yes.
And I also incorporated some cork, but this is a 3-hooped design. Our first panel is made in the hoop with our zipper, but then we make the back panel, which is just done on cutaway. And then our last panel is where we apply our top zipper and then put our 2 panels onto that main zipper panel. This is a really cute design. I also made it in another colorway, a bit more elegant.
They're just so different, though.
Yeah.
They really, really are different. They are. And this is optional?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it says it is optional.
Yeah. We've used a new wrist strap technique. This is our key fob that I've just added to this one. I thought I'd like a bit more of a thicker strap, and this is just a different.
Oh, it's lovely. It's great.
And that'll be included in the instructions.
There's hardware specifically for making key fobs.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, so it's a 1-inch key fob. You can get them a bit smaller as well.
Yep.
So I've just attached this tab in the sewing process because the rest of the bag is actually done on the sewing machine. It's very simple though. We've got that instructional video which makes it really nice to follow along as well.
And I can see that you've got tabs on the end of your zips.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's all done in the hoop as well.
All done on the hoop, so that makes the zip not be bulky in the seam, which is great.
It makes a massive difference.
Makes a massive difference, it does.
Yeah.
And our zip's always open from left to right.
Yes, I've worked that out as I was putting it through. I was trying to put the panels onto the zipper panel. I did it in the wrong order, so I worked that out pretty quickly.
But that's, I mean, I didn't know that until I started here. I never observed that at all. Yeah. But it's a great project, it really is. It's quite fun. It's
fully lined as well. We've got little
lemons.
Just, trying to use up fabric. And then just used a plain fabric on the inside. But it's truly your own personality in these little designs. This one's an elegant black and gold cream fabric.
Wow.
We've used a lot of our essentials in this one. Really pretty.
It's very nice, very pretty, and it can do the colour combinations to match your outfit.
Yep.
So it's up to you how you actually execute this beautiful little design. It's so sweet.
Next, we're going to talk about our main group sew along. So this is our Baroque cushion. This is inspired by our, what century do you think this is? Like 18th century?
Yeah, early 18th.
Yeah, so this is really pretty. There's a few samples on the table. You can see different colorways. For the main one, I've just used like the classic golds and teals. On the table, we've got a long table runner. We'll talk about the add-on blocks in a second. And then just to the right, you've got another kind of burnt.
I love this combination. I mean, it's really got a lovely Shakespearean feel about it.
Yeah, I used a lot of our retro thread pack in that one. There's a few other colours included as well, like this, the navy.
And all these colours are colours that you would find for the time.
Yes.
Because the colour palette was very, very limited.
Yeah.
So you got your indigos and you got your grass greens and then you got your floral colours, which is really beautiful.
Yeah, and they kind of look like the old style photo frames.
Yeah, it's really, really lovely. It's a beautiful pattern. So that can be extended to be as long as you want. Just adding.
So what we've got in the main group is it's just one block and you can repeat it as many times as you like. So you could make this a quilt or a runner or a hanger or whatever you'd like. This is one of our add-on options, which is the curved corner. So that just finishes off the other side.
Right.
Obviously optional. It's an additional purchase for that one, just to finish that off. And then we've got the border and corner blocks. And what you could do is you could combine all three of these designs. This could go towards the centre,
Wow,
break it off,
yep.
or you could create a flag and you could have like this on the top.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options for this
a lot
design.
of options.
Yeah.
It's a very, very intricate looking design. It's very beautiful, it really is.
It's really, I loved watching it stitch out, especially being able to do the 3 different colourways, because it's just such a surprise once it all comes together. And the stitching of the roses is really beautiful.
Yeah, it is really. And I think that needs to, the layering of the colours just brings them to life as well.
Especially for this one. I loved watching that one. I had a few goes.
I think you have to.
You do?
You do, yeah.
So you're happy with it. I've tried to work out what colours I liked in what order, so
It's
all trial and error.
Baroque and Jacobean and all these beautiful colours together. It's just stunning, it really is. I remember seeing this for the first time and it was quite breathtaking.
Yeah.
It was rather beautiful.
Yeah, Silvana designed this one and she's done an incredible job.
It's a beautiful job, yeah. It's a very, very, very nice project.
Yeah. So the main one is a cushion, but like I said, you can make it however you want. But our instructions include all of the envelope backing. I've also included an instruction on how to bag this one out. So we've given you a lot for this one, and I'm happy about that.
Yep.
Give you lots of options.
Well, I think that's really, really important because it makes a versatile project.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone wants to do a runner, not everyone needs a cushion. So I mean, it just adds value.
And actually, the other thing I did do, I just realised, is I flipped this block so you can see that all the points are coming towards the centre. And I've made it so that the different angle, so the points are here instead. Just a really pretty way of the versatility.
That fleur-de-lis is beautiful, isn't it? It really is. It's a love.
She did an amazing job.
It's a beautiful design. It really, really is. It's stunning.
So we can't wait. Sorry, Martyn, I cut you off, but we can't wait to see what you guys create with all of this.
Can someone do some gold work?
Yes, I did feel the need to use metallic thread, but
You refrained.
I must.
I want to see it in gold. I do.
Just all one.
All one, yeah.
Now we're going to be talking about our bag technique sew along. Martyn is the designer and creator of this one. You collaborate with Emma to create little designs on the front, but the bag technique is something you've kind of created.
So this is called Do What You Love.
Yep.
So Do What You Love is about as any of the disciplines, and we have all different disciplines. We have sewing, crafting, knitting and crochet. So the embroidery or the red work that's on there depicts all the tools and techniques that you would be putting in the tote.
I like that you've used all 4 of them.
I've used all 4 of them, and then I carried my theme in just being sewing inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what we mean is that there is one of the inside panels. So this is sewing, so you can see an iron and a needle and thread, etc. And quite fun, and it's been really, really fun to put this together.
Yeah.
It's a great project. And when you see it open. So Alison has always wanted one of these.
Yes.
It's been on our list for a long time.
Yes. So it kind of sits up, really.
It can sit up quite happily by itself.
Yep.
Yep, it's weighted so as it can. And so tried to keep the theme of the love heart thing happening inside because of Do What You Love.
Yeah.
That was totally accidental because Alison bought this fabric and I said, I'm going to make something out of this.
It's the best way to do projects is to find a fabric and then pull those colours out of that.
Yes, absolutely. And so we were lucky to have exactly what we wanted on our shelves. And so we've got our flat area here, which is like a work surface. And then we've got our zip pockets, and you don't have to actually have the PVC and there you could actually use, we've got mesh on this one here. And that is our blue mesh, and I was thinking it was going to be looking too blue, but then when you put the pink behind it, it changes its colour to the teal. Yeah, it's amazing. So Probably a little bit of overkill because this is all embroidered down inside the pockets as well. But
I mean, that's optional. It just creates
optional.
the shape.
It creates the shape, yeah. So
you could leave that off if you really wanted to.
Absolutely.
The other option is, because I'm actually having a go at this to test another size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the front panels with the 2 quilted panels at the bottom, and then the top ones are going to have the zippers, but for the rest of the leaves, I'm going to have just quilted panels.
Yes.
I've just repeated these blocks.
So what happens is that these panels here, these leaves or dividers, they are held together just by stitching this side gusset to the finished edges. It's quite thick, and some people might think it's too thick. There's no reason why you couldn't actually hand stitch this together with a saddle stitch. It would look arts and crafty. It'd be ideal. You could even oversew it and blanket stitch it. It's up to you how you want to finish that. Very similar to the quintessential wallet. And
just a larger version.
Just a larger version. Well, an enormous version.
Yes.
But this will be great for taking to work days, or even just having beside your chair at home. That you've got all your tools in here and your bits and pieces, your patterns, etc. And then that can be closed up while you've got work in action. That can be closed up and then opened again, especially for needle workers, for people who do cross stitch and what have you. And you've got see-through pouches, which is, you could actually have 4 see-through pouches on the front.
Yeah, you could. You can do as many as you like.
You can do as many or as little as you wish. So it's really up to you. Put a flap closure on there, because I do think it needs to be closed. It doesn't have to be closed tight, but it just needs to be closed up.
Well, we've used metallic, but you really could do cam snaps.
Yeah.
And if you have not a lot, you could have a few different lengths of it.
Yep.
So it's very customizable.
Some people who, if you make a really a girly version of it, then you could actually put a ribbon on it and make it into a bow.
Yeah.
So Cassie is just testing the another panel, and so the gusset is basically a wedge like this, which we do in the hoop, and then it is bagged out so as that it supports these standing up.
Yeah.
So we've got our base. So when we look at it though, when we look at our neck size,
it's quite large.
the neck size is a bit substantial.
I'll go like this, so.
Yeah. So it does grow.
Yep.
And I think it's very appropriate to have a bigger size because there are bigger projects, especially if you're a knitter.
Well, the other thing is if you're a painter.
Oh, absolutely.
Or even a drawer, you'd have like bigger, what do you call those papers? Like the thicker paper that you draw on, do watercolour.
Yeah, the cartridges
you have,
and what have you.
you have that. I think it's a great project, very versatile.
There's no reason why you couldn't put something which was actually waterproof on this side as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So we've piped the edges. That's not essential. You could actually just bind them, or you could even just bag them out, turn them through. It's not. It's up to you. Personalise it how you wish.
This design can be as easy or as hard as you
absolutely. Just don't look at it as being a daunting project, because it's not. It's actually a very simple project. It just takes time.
Yeah. The other thing is we've just started doing this, honestly, in the workshop. But so Martyn's got this. They've digitized it so it's just a single line. And I wanted, because my fabric was a little bit more busy, I repeated it. Yep. So now the design stands out a little bit more.
Well, I think I repeated those ones and not the ones inside, or vice versa. Yeah. So by repeating it.
So it can be quick or it can be a little bit slower.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a really, really busy fabric, as Cassie said, you'll want to see the stitching. If you go into the effort, you might as well show it.
Yeah.
So quite fun. So that's our next bag sew along group.
Yeah.
We might extend it for another couple of weeks. We haven't decided yet. We might give it a little bit more time, but we will see.
Yes,
we will see how you're travelling.
We want you to understand about the groups, all of the sew along groups, is because it's part of the sew along, it's always going to be available. Just because you don't get it done in that time period, or you don't think you're going to get it done, doesn't mean that you aren't creating a design that is specific for you.
Absolutely.
The competition is just like a little additive to
it's a bit of fun.
For our customers to get involved and kind of make sure that they have a timeline for themselves. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. So finish them in your own time as well. I think that's important to know.
We do 2 drawers so as that we can actually see what you're doing as well, which is quite fun.
And post your progress photos. That gives people inspiration on what colours or how they're going, and give them inspiration to complete it themselves.
Well, even the members within the group, I can't believe how much help they give each other, which is very nice, because we're not awake 24/7. No. And quite often the questions that come on board, usually while we're asleep.
Yeah.
So, and when we wake up and we see that it's already been answered because someone else has got to it, which is great.
Yeah.
That's
we have a great community.
Well, that's the great thing about online communities, is that you do have that option.
Yeah.
Yep. And people are ever so helpful, and we have some absolute experts in our group.
Yeah, and our admins do amazing as well. So.
Admins are incredible.
Yeah.
So, I cannot believe how much we get through for questions. That's real.
Yep.
So this is our Do What You Love. Now we're going to review some of our current sew along entries. Well, we'll start with our KISS, which is...
Keeping It Simple is our freeform coasters. So our first entry that we really loved was Candy. She's given us 2 photos. One is...
It's lovely. It's got stony, earthy tones to it. It's great. It's awesome. Actually, it feels quite outback.
Yeah. I like the fabrics she's used.
Yeah, yes.
Nice tone on tones.
Very, 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 very nice. Greatly thought out, great combination.
I like how she styled it with the beer cans.
It's got texture.
Yes. And our second one is Yara.
That's rather beautiful.
She's done it in batik. That's really pretty.
That's very, very beautiful.
So this one's kind of based off our freeform runners. It just kind of lends itself to them. I think it's a great set to have.
It is. But I just love the fabrication of this. It's really, really clever. It really, really is very clever.
I love the addition of the browns, because I feel like I shy away from browns a little bit.
Well, because they're actually hard to photograph.
Yeah, but she's done an amazing job.
Yes, amazing. Mind you, got the lift of the oranges and greens in it, so I mean, it makes a difference. But
yeah, she's done amazing.
Browns are very hard to photograph, and not everyone has got a home that suits brown.
Yeah.
But that's beautiful, stunning.
So
what's our next sew along?
Next we'll talk about our monthly sew along, which is our Bargello.
Oh, right.
Which is our second month of the Bargello.
Oh, look at the giraffe.
That giraffe was incredible. That takes some serious working out.
It does take some serious working out, because you've got to basically draw out your pixels so as you can actually find.
So that's from Jan.
Image. So the further away from this you get, the more detail it will have. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Who's that? That's Jan Humphreys. No, very nice.
And then we've got one from Sonia.
I really like that.
These are really pretty. She's got them. She's done all of these.
Colour theme. Oh, what?
Yeah, so she's done the Bargello, a placemat for that. She's also done the freeform coasters. And she's done the floral diamond oven mitt.
Yeah. Wow.
That's really cute.
That is very cute, actually. That's great. It's a lovely way of putting all the colours together, and we're using 3 completely different designs, and they all sort of interlock beautifully.
They do. She's used some calf facet in there.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Very, very pretty. It's very, very nice. So great to see. Great to see indeed.
And then our third and last sew along is our overnighter bag.
Right. Yes, but I've seen some amazing ones come through. They're really, really nice. And one lady has made, so many.
Yeah, Brooke.
Is it Brooke?
She's got 3.
Yes.
She's personalised the front of this one. She's got a little star, like a snowflake in the front on that panel that she's actually created herself, because ours doesn't have that.
Oh, right. No, it doesn't.
That's beautiful.
No, it's very, very nice.
I like how she's used all those colours as well. She's made it longer. I feel like this is the lady that wanted to fit her yoga mat in.
There was something about them wanted to extend it. Yeah.
And that's also something you can do, is personalise them and lengthen all of that.
So,
and then we've got Cindy. Cindy's taken some photos as well.
Oh, wow.
All cute blue.
You know, sometimes less is more.
I like how she's combined those.
Yeah, but less is more.
Yeah, she's got one colour.
Yeah, and it really does look very, very, very special. So that looks like a PU at the top.
Yeah, she's used the metallic silver, and she's also used the silver zipper tape of ours. Very well done.
Yes. More courage than me. I love this one here.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it, I thought it looked like it had been crocheted.
So this is from, how would you pronounce her name? Michelle?
Well, Michelle or Michaeli Berry, yeah, regard.
She's used a crochet-looking fabric.
I've seen that online, but I haven't seen it in the shops yet. Yeah, I think it's quite cool.
That's very, very talented. It looks very real.
It looks exceptionally real. It really does. It looks exceptionally real as a fabric.
So these are just some of the entries that we've had in our bag group. But thank you for sharing, and we love seeing all of your
It really
products.
is. It's very, very overwhelming watching everyone's work come to life. It really, really is. You see. Well, for me, I know how much effort you've put into it.
Well, you made 3 of them.
Yes. That week was a big week.
Yeah.
And when I see people who've made 3, I think to myself, wow, what a dedication, because it is not a lot of work, but it's just work. It's constant.
Yep.
And it's not only, and I only made them. You know, you actually ended up doing the panels. You embroidered all the panels. So I mean,
There were 60 panels that I made.
Absolutely. So I mean, we do realise how much work goes into your project, and we do appreciate. We love seeing it.
Yep.
It's just so good.
We're just starting a new segment. We wanted to, like I was saying before, encourage you to continue posting even though the competitions are completed. You can post them in the main group, or you can continue to post them in that specific group as well. We've got...
Life gets in the way.
It does.
We understand that, and sometimes there's a late start, you're waiting for stuff to turn up, or just...
Hardware.
Yep. So we appreciate that. We do want to see it though, because it's just so thrilling to see projects come to life on the screen.
So our first one is from Judy Morrow. This is last month's Kiss Sew Along. She's done the floral machine zipper purse, and she's done an orange machine. It's really cute. I like the fabric. She's got scissors on the back.
It's amazing. It really, really is.
And then we have Nicola Penny.
Wow.
This is our lighthouse hanger, and it was one of our sew-alongs last year, but it's incredible to see how she's incorporated that really bright red fabric along with these gorgeous Japanese style fabrics for the water in the sky.
Absolutely.
She's done a really great job.
Absolutely amazing. It's just so different from what we've already seen, which we love.
Yeah.
Just love that sky.
Yeah, she's done an incredible job.
It's just amazing. So, so do show us your projects, even if we've passed the post. Show us your projects.
Because you can still post them in the main group.
Yeah.
All you need to do is hashtag project of the week, and you can go into the competition of our weekly discounts and all of that. So,
but it's just, I think it's really important that you show what you've done, because we love seeing it.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best. It's one of the peaks about every day as we see it, to see new projects come up.
Yes, absolutely.
It's really exciting. You should hear the noise sometimes.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Thank you, Cassie and Martyn, for your insightful takes on the upcoming sew-along designs, as well as reviewing those amazing customer entries from the sew-along groups. They were truly breathtaking. But now I would like to announce the winner of the 12-pack of Incredi thread from last episode's competition. The competition was to comment which Sweet Pea design do you think showcases our Incredi thread the best and why. And we had some amazing comments to read through, but there was one standout by Sharon DeCock. Oh my gosh, I choose the Retro Rumble bench cushion. For sure. It's all about the thread in this design. This design truly showcases the vibrant colours and sparkle of this incredible thread. No need to spend time choosing fabric colour combinations to make your project pop. One plain piece of fabric is all you need. The fabulous colours of the thread and the stitch work will do all the talking. I completely agree, Sharon, and that's why you're the winner of the 12-pack of Incredi thread. I'll get in touch with you to organise your prize. All you'll need to do is think about what colour 12-pack you would like. Now, if you're still here and you want to find out how you can win some of our amazing batting, all you have to do is comment below and tell us 3 reasons why you would love to win some of our amazing batting. Well, folks, that's the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and also jump on and check out some of our sew-along Facebook groups, where I'll leave a link for them in the description below. A quick note, all the upcoming sew-alongs will be 30% off during the sew-along period. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.